Pretty Prada. Lovely Lacia.
Stefania.
Stunning Stefania. And the terrifying Taras. Hello and welcome. Woo! No. Of course, we're just in time for some lion antics among the Ukraine Pride. It has been a rainy day and then some here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So Olivia and myself appreciate everyone's patience that we kind of opted to stay dry. Many of the cats taking advantage of their indoor bedrooms, and the Ukraine Pride checking out to see that things have dried up. It's now time to get some vitamin D. Truthfully, it's kind of going to be a wet week, so glad that we are able to get out and do some What If Alive here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Say hi to the folks, Olivia.
Hello, everyone.
How is it going?
It's going. I like a late afternoon stroll. A little bit different cat action. And
Yeah.
like you said, the rain has just subsided. Everybody's out to play.
Exactly. It has been raining. Lions and tigers. We could say cats and dogs, but I think it's more fitting at a rescue wildcat sanctuary for us to say lions and tigers. It really was raining lions and tigers all day. We had, honestly, kind of our plates full at our desk too, so I'm glad that we kind of got, look at those beautiful spots on the top of your head, by the way, Prada. So we got our desk stuff done, and now a little break in the weather is allowing us to do my favorite part of the day, a little live post. You know, that's an interesting question, Carrie Miller. Olivia, she's asking, do wet lions smell better or worse than wet doggies? Inquiring minds are wondering.
Better. I think the wet dog smell is very distinct. I notice it maybe a little bit with the cats, but it's not as off-putting, in my opinion, as a wet dog.
And I'm just trying to...
I'm not really smelling much. I've smelled it on some of the tigers, but I feel like with these guys, they have a little bit sleeker of a coat. I'm not getting much of a wet smell.
Yeah, and Prada, I think she's just maybe a little damp on her side from getting a little kind of tumbling around with her siblings. But if you think about a tiger that's fully submerging themselves in water and kind of what Olivia is describing, I think I've maybe caught kind of that wet dog aroma from some of our post-swim tigers. But admittedly, I gotta say, not too fragrant. At the end of the day, I think that the kind of the aroma of a wet dog is a lot more pungent,
yes,
Olivia.
Quite pungent.
Look at this. Of course, these.
I love how they're zeroing in on her all together.
Lining up. Lacia, Stefania, and of course, Mr. Taras on the far end. And then we have patrolling Prada down and hanging out with Olivia down low here. Olivia and I down low, rather. Carrie Miller responding to you. Same for my kitties, Olivia. Even soaked, they don't smell overwhelming like the pups.
Yeah, I unfortunately did have to bathe one of my cats last week after a little potty accident, and I have to admit, I didn't smell him like a wet dog, and I have a dog too, so I think we are all in agreement that cats smell better wet.
Well, and Prada, if we're gonna, maybe cast a little stones at some of your other lion rescued residents here, your lion counterparts. Thank you, Olivia, for getting that mosquito. I will say that Lion Leo is a stinky lion.
That's true.
And I love you, Leo. I love you. I wouldn't expect anything less from a lion to be a little stinky, a little aromatic. But I will say that Leo, more than a handful of times, I will catch his lion aroma, and it can be pretty... Well, it just can be pretty powerful. I'll just say that. So maybe this group is kind of working up to the true, lion levels of odor that they can get to.
I'm sure Taras will get there with that mane.
But welcome if you're just joining us, everyone. And of course, glad to have you with us. A little out of the ordinary, doing a live post at pretty much the last portion of the day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, but for good reason. It's been raining like crazy. I'm sure maybe if you're somewhere in here in Minnesota, you would understand just how wet it's been. So I appreciate you all letting us kind of take the easy way out. And just like the cats were hanging out inside during that rainstorm, we kind of did the same thing. Got a lot of stuff done at our desk today, and glad that we're out here seeing the cats, though. birds are chirping, Olivia. The grass is getting even more greener. I am really happy, truthfully, and I'm sure maybe some of you are aware that, even a good portion of the United States have kind of been suffering some drought conditions, and just the amount of rain precipitation that we've been getting so far this spring. I certainly was a little cautious with the lack of snow that we got and the lack of snow melt that would be leading us into spring, but it has been wet in the best way possible for Minnesota. Sydney Logan saying, "Oh, I love them so much." And these cats are just an entertaining bunch, aren't they? And of course, it's made even more special about knowing where these cats were rescued from, war-torn Ukraine. One of our intern Joe, is actually, kind of battling over footage, some GoPro footage of the Lion Pride. Pretty much playing, look at this,
I know,
totally
she's being
upside
so
down.
ridiculous.
Totally playing to their heart's content. We'd set up a couple GoPros on them one evening last week, and the GoPros have about 4 hours of recording time, and I guarantee you that every single minute of that 4-hour recording time was, being taken advantage of, whether it's running around chasing each other, whether it was all grouped up, napping alongside one another. It was a very entertaining evening, and I'm just sure that will be a fun video for people to watch. And, I think we'd expect a young group of cats like this to, kind of constantly be running around and up to no good, but it's just a whole nother thing seeing how active they are and just how much of a family unit they are too.
Yes, literally nonstop play during that footage. I've been cracking up, Joe hunched over the desk, going through more and more playing footage, and how crazy these lions are. We see it, but to see it in such extended periods of time is pretty fun. Yeah,
certainly so. And I mean, it's they're just go, Olivia. And, as kind of the sun dropped below the horizon, the camera kind of does its best to pick up what's happening, but the footage is a little blurry. But even when the sun's down, these cats are still running around up to no good. Yoga Lion from Krista Christensen. Exactly. I'm wondering, what could this move be here? The downward Simba, maybe.
Upside down Simba?
Upside down Simba. I'm really a dead bug type guy, Olivia, when it comes to yoga poses. I'll get in the dead bug and stay right there.
I think that's kind of what
the dead bug or corpse pose.
Doing.
Those are my two go-to poses in yoga.
Noted.
Oh, let's see what else is happening here. The bottom of the platform yoga pose. There's so many names we could get creative with. Chrissy P saying, "Hey Judson, yay, I caught alive." Hey Chrissy. Glad to have you with us. I'm going to zoom out here. There's a lot of lion antics happening among the Ukraine Pride. A stinky face from Taras up top. Who is this, Olivia? Rolling around on one of the steps there.
Stefania, I believe, and Prada, and then Lacia turned away from us.
Okay. Well, at least they're entertained. It might be hard for us to identify them, but at least we know they're all happy. Let's see. That mane is coming in. You are right, Sydney Logan. Yeah, Lori Heath. See, we're on the same wavelength here. Mentioning the corpse pose and dead bug. That those are the only two poses that you can get out of. And,
it is Lacia.
And, that's what I'm talking about.
Lacia doing her own dead bug pose.
Okay, that was a little bit of a dead bug, wasn't it? Joanne McShane pointing out, you can see the dark mane coming in on Taras. You certainly can. There's been a handful of live posts where he's come over and kind of graced us with his presence up close along the habitat wall, and you're really, really able to see some of the dark fur on top of his head, how it's kind of tapering down in between his shoulder blades and along his spine. It's on a daily basis that you're able to see how much Taras is maturing as a young lion. Let's see, Olivia, head on a swivel. I see Mr. Noah hanging out on top of his platform. I'd love to go and see him. We would have, of course, talked about the move of Tarek and Polina and the Tiger Trio yesterday. Not the live post, the sponsor update. And so I think I would like to maybe hold off on Tarek, and maybe we can set out some enrichment too so we can see them explore their new space and talk about how they're adjusting. So let's turn around and we're going to head over to Noah. But of course, Olivia, it's always useful to have the bridges here. And
I was about to say, Judson, you're off-roading.
Well,
you just took the very hard path.
I might have. I tend to do that sometimes.
Behind you.
Well, let's go see what Mr. Handsome Noah's up to. Check in with some folks and probably keep it a little bit shorter of a one. I'm so happy that it is, well, it looks a heck of a lot different than what it looked like all day today. From months ago, it has been raining.
I think there's nothing better, Judson, than the sun coming out after a long day of storms.
I know.
The grass is so
awesome feeling. And let's see here, Mr. Noah up high, way up on his platform. That's probably got some wet paws. He's, uh-oh. Audio disruption. Hopefully everyone can still hear me. That darn thing happened last time. I want to finish when I say, hoping all is well where you are, Hinyata, mentioning that it looks like down in Iowa you're having some severe weather. Some of your cats, along with you, are going to be sheltering in a safe area. So certainly know that we're thinking about you. As with Ellen Simmons, I know you're in Iowa. Can't stick around. Tornado warning just issued for your county, sitting in my basement as we speak. Ellen, stay down there, stay safe.
I know, we'll be thinking of you.
Yeah, glad to hear that you're kind of monitoring your local weather as, it's worth paying attention to. Tornadoes can be very serious. So thinking about you, Ellen, thinking about you, Hinyata, and Iowa. Sheesh. I don't like to hear it. Oh, wow, one has already touched down where you are, Hinyata. Chrissy P, looks like I'm stuck in a loop with what you're watching. That internet kind of getting the best of you. I'm sorry about that. Hey, Kelly Sanford and Krista Christensen mentioning that you're in the path of that too. Please, please, please stay safe, everyone. That's scary stuff. Hey, Paula D with 500 stars. Those 500 stars turning into $5 for our rescues. Thank you for that, Paula. Very, very much appreciated. And I'm kind of zoomed in on Noah. I can only imagine he's probably cleaning off some of his damp paws. Can kind of zoom all the way out in it. South of us, and it looks like it's heading our way soon. Thank you for that, Amy Peters. That's right. I truthfully was kind of broke into some blue sky. We're not getting any good service here, so we might just have to wrap it up. I'm a little nervous that we can't get a point across here, Olivia.
I know. Well, this is a nice backdrop.
It is a nice backdrop.
I got to check in with the pride.
A little choppy. All right, for everyone's sanity, mine included, it looks like the post is getting a little choppy here, unfortunately. But you best believe that we'll be back here live at the Wildcat Sanctuary, rain or shine. Looking forward to doing a live post. Glad that we were able to get one in today, in between some of the storms. And certainly be talking and kind of expanding on our extreme weather protocol as we move into the summer months, where some of the severe weather that's affecting you all can affect the cats just here. And as you can imagine, it can be a big undertaking making sure that 140 plus cats are seen after and are staying safe during this type of weather. So certainly a good reminder to for humans to stay safe and know that the cats are staying safe during these types of weather conditions too. But with that, Olivia, of course, the service gets a little bit better, but Noah just laid his beautiful head down on his platform. We'll zoom in way on this handsome boy. Mm-hmm. And I'm laughing to myself at the other tiger ear flickering on the platform below Noah, Elizabeth way across the habitat. But hey, everyone, it was a good live post. I hope for those who are facing some severe weather will stay safe. And please keep an eye on your local forecasts. And certainly, Olivia will be thinking about everyone and hoping for the best. But for now, I think that's a live post.
I think so, too. All right, everyone. Thank you.
All right. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. And we will see you back here at the Wildcat Sanctuary tomorrow.